Jungkook, the youngest member of the BTS group widely known for his charisma and talent, has just shared an in-depth look at the figure of Taehyung, better known as V. In a recent interview that took place just a few minutes ago, Jungkook opened up on his emotional and reflective side, giving an overview of their relationship that transcended boundaries as co-workers and became an irreplaceable friendship. When BTS first debuted in 2013, the relationship between the members was one of the elements that became the center of attention for fans. Jungkook, then only 15 years old, faced many challenges to adapt in the entertainment world. He was a shy young man, far from his family, and faced great pressure to be the best. In the midst of all that, Taehyung appears as a big brother figure who always supports him. When I first joined BTS, I felt so small in this big world. All the members are very talented and confident, whereas I'm just a young boy trying to find my place, Jungkook said. Taehyung was always there, making sure I knew that I was accepted for who I was. From the beginning, their relationship was tinged with a unique dynamic. Taehyung, known for his cheerful and sometimes eccentric personality, often brings laughter and happiness into Jungkook's life. On the other hand, Jungkook admired Taehyung's confidence and free spirit, something he later turned to for inspiration. In this candid interview, Jungkook does not hesitate to reveal how he sees Taehyung as an extraordinary individual. Taehyung is a person who has a very deep artistic soul. He has a different way of looking at the world than most people, and that's something that always inspires me, Jungkook said. He sees beauty in the little things, something we often overlook. Taehyung is known for his artistic talents that include singing, songwriting, and even photography. Jungkook admitted that he learned a lot from the way Taehyung expresses himself through various media. One of the things I learned the most from him was the courage to be myself, Jungkook added. Taehyung always said that I don't need to try to be perfect because mistakes are part of beauty itself. One of the stories Jungkook shares in this interview is about the little moments that strengthen their relationship. There was one night when we were all very tired after the concert. Taehyung suddenly called me to the hotel balcony. He just wanted to talk about life, about our dreams, and about how we should take care of each other in the midst of this pressure. Jungkook recalled, that night became one of the important moments for Jungkook. He realizes how Taehyung is someone who cares deeply, not only about himself, but also about the people around him. He made me feel that I'm not alone, Jungkook said in an emotional voice. In a world that sometimes feels so cold, Taehyung is one of the people who makes me feel warm. Jungkook and Taehyung's relationship wasn't always perfect. Like any other friendship, they have experienced disagreements. However, Jungkook believes that the dynamic actually makes their relationship stronger. We may be different in many ways, but that difference is what makes us complete each other. If I'm being too serious, Taehyung always knows how to relax me. And if he's too relaxed, I'll remind him to focus, she said with a laugh. Jungkook also shared how they support each other in pursuing their respective dreams. When Taehyung was struggling with his solo project, Jungkook was one of the first to give encouragement. We are each other's biggest fans, Jungkook said. When he succeeds, I feel like I also win, and vice versa. For Jungkook, Taehyung is not just a friend or colleague. It is a person who has left a deep imprint on his life. Taehyung is one of the most influential people in my life. He not only helped me grow as an artist, but also as a human being, Jungkook said. The warmth and authenticity shown by Taehyung has become an inspiration for Jungkook to live his life more sincerely. He felt that their friendship was one of the greatest gifts he had ever received. At the end of the interview, Jungkook delivers a touching message for Taehyung. Hyung, if you're hearing this, I want you to know how much I appreciate everything you've done for me. I'm lucky to have you as a friend, brother, and mentor in my life. Thank you for being you, someone who always made me want to be the best version of myself. This interview not only gives an idea of the relationship between Jungkook and Taehyung, but also illustrates the beauty of a sincere friendship. In a world full of pressure and expectation, relationships like this are a reminder that love and support are the true foundation that can overcome everything. This story about Jungkook and Taehyung illustrates the dynamics of a deep and supportive friendship. Both are examples of how relationships between individuals can be a source of strength in the midst of challenges that come in life. With the honesty and affection they show for each other, Jungkook and Taehyung are not only role models for fans but also for anyone who appreciates the meaning of true friendship. Although this interview was only a short one, the emotional impact was huge, especially for fans who have followed BTS's journey since its inception. Fans often refer to Jungkook and Taehyung's relationship as Taekook, a term that celebrates the familiarity and unique chemistry between them. However, Jungkook also confirmed that this friendship was not formed in an instant. Their journey together for more than a decade has gone through many phases, from difficult times to moments of great happiness. We grew up together, not just as musicians but as individuals. What we have is something that cannot be bought or created instantly, Jungkook added. Memories that strengthen their relationship. Jungkook also shared special memories that became the foundation of their friendship. One of the most touching stories is about BTS's trip abroad a few years ago. On one of our trips, Taehyung saw me feeling lonely. He took me out for a night walk. We talked about everything from childhood dreams to worries about the future. That night was a moment when I really felt connected to him on a deeper level, she said in a nostalgic voice. According to Jungkook, Taehyung has a unique way of making people feel comfortable, even when they are in difficult circumstances. His highly empathetic nature and his desire to understand others are qualities that Jungkook greatly admires. Taehyung's influence on Jungkook's career. In addition to being emotionally supportive, Taehyung also played an important role in Jungkook's career development. As someone who has a distinctive voice and unique singing style, Taehyung often gives Jungkook input on how to express emotions through music. I've learned a lot from the way he sings. He has a certain way of making lyrics feel alive, and that inspires me a lot, Jungkook said. Both also often share creative ideas, be it in the making of songs and stage performances. Taehyung, with his artistic vision, often helps Jungkook find ways to explore his creative side. He always encouraged me to try new things and was not afraid to take risks. That's something I'm always grateful for, he added. How they face challenges together. Jungkook also shared how they support each other amid the pressure that comes with being a member of one of the biggest groups in the world. Behind the glitter of the stage, there are many pressures that they have to face, from public expectations to busy work schedules. Sometimes, we just sit together in silence after a long day. There are no words to say, but his presence alone is enough to make me feel better, Jungkook said. Taehyung, according to Jungkook, is someone who can always find a way to make difficult situations lighter. With his characteristic humor and positive outlook on life, he often becomes a lifesaver in difficult moments. Hope for the future. When asked about hopes for their relationship in the future, Jungkook replied firmly that he wanted this friendship to last no matter what. I hope we can continue to be together, not only as BTS members but also as friends who always support each other. I want to see how we both grow further in the future, he said. Jungkook also expressed his desire to collaborate more with Taehyung on music projects.